welcome you all to the 2023 LA County Fair. How are y'all doing today? Oh, come on, you gotta be louder than that. How are y'all doing today? That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna milk some cows today. What we got here is Holsteins and some Jersey Holstein crosses. Helping me today, we're gonna have Alyssa and Vanessa. Say hi, guys. Let's go ahead and bring those girls on in.
Here they come.
So the area you're standing in right now is the wash rack, well, the drying section. You first give these girls a bath and let them drip dry so they're all clean, because you know you want a clean workstation. They're in no rush. Come on, ladies. Come on, girls. I know it's the fair, but we still have a job to do. People look at these cows and are like, Karen, why are your cows so skinny? It's because the hairy cows, all their energy goes to making milk first. They've been bred for thousands of years for milk production. Now, if you go over to the barn next door and look at the Angus cows, you see the milk. They're real thick, just think like bodybuilders. All their energy is going to making muscle. They only produce enough milk for their calves. And so these girls, these Holsteins at least, can produce upwards of 10 gallons a day. So what the ladies are going to do first, since these cows just got in, we're going to disinfect the udder before we do anything. So we go through and disinfect each teat, and after we're done, we're going to wipe them clean.
Don't touch me there. That's my no-no square.
And so once we do that, what we got to do now is let her know we're ready for some milk. So we got to come over here, let her know, nudge her like the cows do, and we have to prime the udder. Because what's going on first is we have a milk plug in there. We have to release that milk plug in order to let her know it's time to milk. How many of y'all want to learn how to milk a cow? Okay, so what I want you to do is keep your thumb, keep your thumbs down. You're going to start at the top, pinch at the top, and roll your fingers down. We're trying to go for a downward motion. Yeah, we're not yanking it like you see on the cartoons. We do nice and gently. So if I just come over here, let her know I'm coming for milk, and I just squeeze. You guys better be careful. I get to get upwards to the third row sometimes. That's what I do. Let's see if this girl's got more ammunition. Pretty hot shot, all right. So now that we're all done cleaning her up and priming her, we're going to go ahead and put on the machine. Now, if we had to milk these cows by hand, we'd be sitting here for about like good 20, 30 minutes per cow. But with this machine, it breaks it down to about 5 to 7 minutes for us. So we can get so many more cows done in an evening. Over at the dairy I work at, I can get about 35 cows done in about an hour. And we don't really have this, we're setting up doing about 22 at a time, and we're at a smaller dairy. There's some bigger dairies that are about 1,000 head that are milking cows all day. They come in, and the next one comes out, and we're just constantly milking. Now see, when the milk comes out, how many think it's coming out warm or cold? It's coming out really warm. And something comes through here, through our claws, into the sensor, through our line and into our milk tank where it's going to be chilled down to 30 degrees. You do not want to let your milk get above 42. If you go above 42, you're going to lose some shelf life. Now see what we have here is going through this sensor. This sensor is going to sense the flow, and if it's feeling there's not enough milk going through here, you're going to see this light blink. And once this light's blinking, it's going to let you know it's almost done. It's going to pull back on this cord here. It's going to pull back on this cord here before it hits the ground, so we don't want to get it dirty. And then it's going to release suction and pull it up. Now, most of you see Holsteins versus the other breed cow. Holsteins are the most popular dairies because of how much they produce. Like I told you, upwards of 10 gallons and sometimes 11 gallons. Those Jerseys produce less milk, probably about 4 or 6 gallons. They also have higher butter fat. Whereas your Holstein has anywhere around 2 to 3% butter fat, your Jerseys can get upwards of 6% butter fat. So if you want to make ice cream, cheeses, or any of your good dairy products with that, you're going to want a cow with higher butter fat. So Jerseys and brown Swiss are usually the go-to. Now, it's a common misconception that everyone thinks that it's one udder and they're all connected. It's actually broken into 4 quarters. So sometimes you could be pulling on one, you're only going to milk out 1 quarter. So we have to have all 4. When Vanessa is doing your massaging the udder, sometimes we help that with flow. We also checking, make sure there's nothing, no mastitis or anything. So sometimes it'll feel hard when it's mastitis. Now mastitis occurs when bacteria get into the udder. That's why we gotta make sure we clean it. So the common dairy breeds that you'll see that is every used today, we have the Holstein, the brown Swiss, the Ayrshire, the Guernsey, Milton Shorthorn, and the Jersey. Not really meant for meat, they're more for. As you see here, this one's sensing there's low flow, so it's gonna pop up right about now. Any day now, don't make me a liar. And voila. And now that the machine is off and the flow is up, we're just hanging it back up. Now that milk plug is gone. She's susceptible for any bacteria to get in there, and then we can get mastitis, which is inflammation of the udder. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip her one last time in iodine, but we're not gonna wipe this off. And so it's gonna keep that teeth clean until she forms another milk plug and stays until we do the next milking. Now with cows, you have to milk them at least twice a day. If you decide to have a dairy cow and you want milk, it's a commitment. Twice a day, every day. And our girls are all done, and that is how we milk our cows. That is the end of our show. I will leave the girls up here so you can get all the pictures you would like. If you got any questions at all, feel free to come up here and ask me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Learn something?